Yes?
Some shifts never end.
Monsieur? Yes?
Never walk back on the road from the aged man's abode.
Ugh, blazes. Sorry. I know, I can't sing. Well, if it isn't my new friend. Any luck? Well, that's interesting. Good work. That should be all we need then. Splendid. I did, and now I finally know what to make of it. Come, follow me. I present a Star People's lock, and I bet my buttocks we'll find another answer behind that door over there. Doesn't surprise me. This kind of lock is usually only found in treasuries or castles, but they can be picked, though that's going to be quite the challenge without the bolts. Normally, yeah. It's quite simple, actually. Every keyhole has a matching bolt that latches into place once you insert it. And once all the keyholes, 5 in our case, are latched, the door the lock protects opens up. If you don't have the matching bolts, however, you should prepare yourself for the most frustrating break-in of your life. That is, if you don't happen to be Jaspar, who knows a little trick. You can use wooden sticks instead of bolts. They'll break a couple of seconds after you put them inside the lock, but if you manage to get all 5 sticks into place before the first one breaks, you can basically trick the mechanism. It's all about speed, in other words. So I'd say you do the running, and I'll wait near the pressure plate. You ready? You're right, sorry. All you have to do is insert 1 stick into each of the 5 keyholes as fast as possible. Once you've done that, I'll push the pressure plate, which will open the door. If you're too slow, we'll just have to try again. Splendid. Here are the sticks. All right, go! Damn, that was too slow. We'll try it again. Brilliant. We're really good at this. Now let's take a look and see what the old Magister didn't want anyone to see, shall we? Oh, shit! Oh, a fire elemental. And not a weak one. This Yarrow knew about magic, that's for sure. That leaves us with the question of what exactly this is supposed to be. I suppose that's his companion. Though it's interesting that he was already on the wrong side of the law way before his rampage. Well, burials are considered heathen here in Enderal, and have been forbidden for about 300 years now. Here, corpses are always cremated. The whole thing's called the Last Journey. The deceased is taken to a place he or she considered special during his or her life, immediately after dying. That's the only way the soul can move on to the eternal paths. Sounds very poetic, but I'm pretty sure the only reason the Order introduced the law was to prevent plagues. Plus, they might have noticed that too many lost ones running around on trade routes aren't that much fun for wanderers and traveling merchants. Yeah, but of course that only goes for the little man. The rich and powerful still tend to their family crypts. And there are still plenty of old vaults around from the time before this whole last journey thing was begun. And it's good that way. What would life as a treasure hunter be like without the notorious noble looking for family jewels in a century-old grave? Let's take a look around and see if we find anything. What's that? Let me see. Uh-huh. A tragic ending for a tragic personality, I'd say. Well, I think that should suffice. Well, what should I think about it? Yarrow was a self-righteous fool, just like all these do-gooders are. They celebrate themselves as great messiahs as long as everything goes well, but once they fail, it's the bad, bad world that's responsible for it. The wise hermit has a good saying for that. People are only idealists until it starts to hurt. He and his lady should have simply stayed in Riverville. Glad you see it that way. Yeah, we are. Here, I've got 2 teleport scrolls that can take us right back to Riverville. Just meet me in the tavern once you're ready to go. I have some stuff to take care of, so there's no need to hurry. Farewell.
Walk blessed, my sir.
Do you know the aged man of whom no one knows from whence he came?
My sir. Monsieur?
Hey,
you're an
adventurer
adventurer,
for
aren't you?
everyone
you've
who
got lots.
enters now.
By the righteous path, did you hear the news? It's appalling.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there. I assume you aren't talking about Count Stilvano's new hairstyle.
Is it important? No, worse. Count Alcamon,
Hey,
she didn't
wait a minute. You.
found
Never mind. Oh, you're an Outlander, aren't you? From Orazio. Your skin, it looks, different. I mean, no offense, really. I'm just, well, curious. Narum, you say? Is it true that Orazilian people are, well, divided? Huh. I see.
Sad to see what men have become these days. Farewell.
Is it important?
What do you want?
Righteous path. If you believe just for a second.
Interesting in terms of skull drudgery and adventuring, you mean? There's the Three River Watch further north, an abandoned trading post. You've probably been there already. And then there's the Pyrean ruin on the lake down south, Sharoth or whatever they call it. There are lots of undead around though, at least according to the hunter, Mitumiao. And of course there's Castle Goldfirth on the outmost cliff in the southwest. But I'd give that a wide berth if I were you. Ah, well, I only know the rumours, and they are as old as my grandfather. Apparently the castle belonged to a count who ruled over the Suncoast some centuries ago and fell victim to some sort of tragedy. Bottom line, the castle is dangerous and brimming with ghosts. And as much as I'd like to dismiss that as nonsense, lots of travellers come here telling us about these strange noises they heard near the castle at night. As I said, I'd give it a wide berth. Ah, don't mention it. Way too many dead adventurers on the roads these days. No reason to add another corpse to the pile. Walk blessed.
It depends. Some of them are ancient Enderalian traditions. Some have been written by famous bards, and some of them I've collected through my journeys.
Is it important?
Beautiful and proud, the ruler of the under. Tivatira was her name. She was feared and desired. Beggars, thieves, and
Welcome, welcome. What can I do for you? Safe travels.
worshipped and revered.
Huh?
Vintage
Now,
wine
if
and
it isn't my new
silver,
pal.
jewelry
How about a sip of
and
wine?
ton of gods. Any loot and contraband were passing through her
Here you go.
hands.
So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myrod's injured, so we'll have to go by foot.
She mastered like no one ever had. Beautiful and proud, the ruler
Oh,
of
right.
the
You wouldn't know that since you're Naramese.
the night closed
Myrods are
in.
giant
She stayed
flying
sleepless
creatures.
until
Quite
dawn.
nasty when wild, and quite useful when tamed.
Beasts,
You can find Myrod towers all over Enderal. And for a small fee, the keepers in their Myrods can take you from point A to B in no time. But, as I said, Riverville's Myrod's injured, so we'll have to walk.
Splendid. Let's wait until nightfall, though. That way it's less likely we'll run into an ambush in the pass. One more thing. Up to now, you've seemed more like the close combat type to me. In battle, I mean. Am I right? I knew it. I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material. Here, I think you might find this useful. The Arizalian in My Bed, Sensual Confessions of a Vagabond Lady, Volumes 1 and 2. You know, for the lonely nights. Jokes aside, these are learning books, from arcanists or master fencers, depending on what you read. You know how to fight, but if you want to get better, you have to enjoy reading these once in a while. You're welcome. Then off we'd go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
Men, that's just how they are.
We just got a new delivery of ale. Anyone?
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. Huh?
at that. A lesson trivia. Some folks just never learn.
Like the bite of a flea. Like the bite of a flea.
Hang on a second. Quite the sight, isn't it? It's moments like these that make life so damn worth living. This place was once a trading post, in case you're wondering, but it's been deserted ever since the isolation. Yeah, that's what we call the decree that was made 30 years ago here in Enderal. Simply put, the Order decided to reduce their trade with other countries of the civilized world to a minimum. Not a very economical choice to make, but that was roughly the time when the Lightborn Eridan left Nerim. The Order was probably afraid something similar could happen in Enderal. You know, open harbors quicken the exchange of information, which in turn quickens rebellious thinking, and so on. Since the decree, trading in Enderal has been subject to very strict regulations, and only the wealthy can still afford things like Termatralian wine or Chilean spices. Anyway, since then, a lot of once flourishing trading posts have closed down, such as the Three Rivers Watch down at the Sun Coast, or this one. Yeah, if you want to take a look for yourself, feel free. If not, let's push on. We still have a good march ahead of us. Ah, there you are. Let's push on.
Hey, you there. Yes, you. Come over here. Now, I need your help. It's urgent. Hey, you there. Yes, you. Come over here. Now, I need your help. It's urgent. My brother, Alvar, he's up the hill in that camp by the fire. But it's his turn to take watch, and I'm bloody freezing out here. Tell him to come here right now, else I will go back to Ark without him.
What do you want? Get lost. There's nothing for you to see here. Oh, does he now? Then listen up, pal. Since we've come here, that fat bastard has done nothing other than get plastered. Tell him that until he's sober, I won't move a finger width from this fire.
What, I'm drunk? Because this idiot made me wait out here for hours? If it weren't for him, we would be on our way back to Ark already. Tell him to move his fat ass over here right now.
did he now? Well then, you tell him that what he wants interests me as much as the colour of his fucking balls.
What? Alright, that's it. Go and kick that bloody moron's ass, give him a knuckle sandwich, smack him in the gob, spank the living shit. Ah, you know what I mean. Too much of a coward for that, are you? Fine. Oh, just wait. You sodding son of a tur. I will show you who's boss.
Blazes, what idiots. Welcome to the Enderalian people, my friend.
That's all you've got.
Damn you! Oh, you mean business, don't you? All right then.
What? That's all you've got.
Like the bite of a flea.
What? That's all you've got. You'll pay for that.
Eager to explore, aren't you? Take your time, I'll wait. I can use a break anyway. Huh? Now, a good pipe.
Never walked back on the road from the aged man's abode.
Ugh, blazes. Sorry. I know. I can't sing. Huh?
Hey, you there? Yes, you. Can you spare a moment for him? He would be very grateful. Well, he, Kermai Kazor Tatakajape. Your help. Tell him, do you have good eyes? Good, very good. Let him cut to the chase. He is in dire need of eggs. Lots of eggs. And he wants you to help him. A half-starling, yes. But unfortunately, he's not from Anku, if that's what you would have asked next. Which is something he really regrets. This world, it's so dirty, so loud. But, well, what can you do? One is what one is. It is, indeed. The eggs he is looking for are hard to come by. Do you see those brown hammerbirds circling over the heartland? In many other countries, such as Nerim or Kira, their hatchlings are brought up to be letterbirds. He wants to raise such letterbirds for a special purpose. So, what do you say? Will you help an old starling? The ancient fathers would thank you for it. He's sure of that. Oh, that's hard to explain. He doubts you would understand. But it has to do with our lost home, the Star City. Yes, the place we starlings come from, and where we are destined to return to eventually. Don't you know the stories? There's a city far up in the sky, and all the worldly suffering doesn't exist there. But this is no place to talk about that. There are books which could explain our prophecies a lot better than he ever could. Well, that is the part where your good eyes come into play. All you need to do is follow the movements of the birds flying above the sea here and in its vicinity. Eventually, they will return to their nests, and that's where you can find the eggs. Just come back once you've found a good handful or more. He will wait for your return.
Wait a second, I know your face, you... way, aren't you? Stay where you are! Wait a second, I know your face, you...
There it is. Ark. Majestic, isn't it?
Yes? I don't know who you think you are, but no one breaks the law and gets away with it. There are two ways we can do this. You either pay your fine now, or you go straight to jail. And believe me, I'm serious. Fair enough. That's less trouble for the both of us.
Huh?
Five swords in a single day. Who they think I am? The god of the forge?
Yes? News? Where have you been these past moons? The whole city's talking about nothing else but the Mad Magister. 30 dead novices. Oh, boy. How could something like this happen? Within the Order? Huh? An Outlander, aren't you? Let me think. You could ask old Taiwan from Screws, Hats, Odds and Ends Incorporated. He might have something. Or the Golden Sickle, if you're not afraid of hard work. They're always looking for day tellers.
Now look at that, the controversial recruit? So, how are you?
Fine, I guess. Why are you asking?
Oh, just because.
Oh, I see.
Then see you around, pal. And let old Earthhammer take a look at your armor. It looks like it could use it.
Yes, of course. Walk blessed.
Yeah, it's not as if I didn't tell them that already.
What, you mean the living dead, the Watirs everywhere, the frenzied civilians? I'd say this country's seen better times. But at least something happens. It makes this place less boring. Keep your chin up.
They always go
Monsieur?
too easy on the scum.
Greetings.
Sir?
And here we are. Welcome to Ark. I've got some things to take care of here. So let's meet at the market once you're ready to meet Grandmaster Teolor Orenthiel and his mages in person, all right?
Some shifts never end.
By his own son, Nerazil, yeah. But roughly 2.5 years ago, he suddenly appeared back in Enderal, accompanied by a handful of mages who once fought against him in the Great War. Weird, I know, but that's how it was. He did, yeah. It seems that something happened between him and them that made them sort out their issues, you could say. They're allies now, and frankly, nobody quite knows why. You can imagine what kind of uproar that caused among the Holy Order itself. But in the end, Orenthiel got things his way. You can say what you want about him, but he never lost his charisma, that's for sure. You're telling me. But apparently their alliance has something to do with this red madness. I guess we'll see what happens. Oh, sure, I should have thought of that. Pardon me. All right then. Ark is divided into 5 districts, not counting the harbor. The foreign quarter, where we are right now, the marketplace, the nobles' quarters, the south quarter, and the temple. If you're looking to gear up, I guess the market would be the place to go. You can find anything there, from food to weapons, armor, and whatever else you need. If it's magical supplies and alchemy you need, however, you best try your luck in the nobles' quarters. But prepare yourself for some dismissive looks. Up there's also the bathing house and the theater, in case you have the coin for that. Finally, there's the temple, which is hard to overlook. Normal citizens are not permitted to enter it, and from up there, the Holy Order reigns over this country. But if all goes according to plan, you'll soon see it from the inside. And then there's the Undercity. Yeah, it doesn't, and it isn't. The Undercity's a cluster of caves directly beneath our feet. And down there is where the poor and the sick live, not to mention those that the Order doesn't like to see in their neat, pretty streets in the upper city. Not a place I'd recommend you visit, at least not unless you're looking for mischievous things. Great. Then see you later and enjoy your stay.
My sir, do you have a moment? I think the two of us could do business together. Well, it is actually quite simple. But since you were kind enough not to just ignore me and walk by as the others did, I would like to show my gratitude for that first. You travel a lot, don't you? I can tell by the mud on your boots. Here, one of these books might come in handy on your journeys. Which one do you prefer?
Just where did I put it?
Believe me, there is none. Happy customers always return, and in order to make you happy, I first have to convince you of the superb quality of my products. See it as a sample. Splendid! Say, would you happen to be interested in earning yourself some more coins? Or, even better, more books like those? There is something I need help with. I have a problem, and this problem is called Celia, which happens to be my sister. Where should I start? You know, I am one of those people who wasn't given everything by fate. Quite the contrary, in fact. When I was a child, the village I grew up in, Foamville, was ambushed by bandits. And both my father and my mother died during the attack. Thank you, but it's ancient history now. Fact is, my sister and I dealt with this event differently. We managed to flee the attack and make it to Ark, where the guards, of course, threw us into the Undercity. But while I tried to honor my father's heritage by using the little I could from our savings by setting up a business, She preferred to wallow in her misery instead. She got to know the wrong people and has, since then, never done a single bit of honest work. Frankly, she's a dust addict. Day and night she does nothing else but rot in those drinking holes in the Undercity and blows what little money she makes on her drage. Now, of course, she is still my sister, so all of these years I paid her rent so she doesn't have to sleep on the streets. However, things have changed. Recently she started using our father's heritage to pay for her addiction, and I will not accept that. Of course, you wouldn't know that. Glimmercap dust, the blue bliss, or however you want to call it. It's a drage, a dangerous one. Apparently, it makes you feel as if you're walking the eternal paths. But it also kills you quicker than the sunfire. I certainly could, but the day a guard voluntarily goes into the Undercity is the day a Vartia will become a barber. The Undercity belongs to Relata, and Celia knows that, which is why my hands are tied. Well, technically it's our money. Basically, it was a share our father had in a small business here. He was so proud of it, you wouldn't believe it. Luckily enough, I managed to save that paper from the bandits and turned it in at the bank a few years ago, after I realized how valuable it was. Since then, it has turned into quite a formidable sum. Nothing huge, of course, but enough to save my business from bankruptcy. You understand? In theory, it is our money, but without me she would probably have sold it for a bottle of ale, and I won't let her spit on our father's heritage that way. Oh, believe me, I did. Which is why she simply hid the key to our safe in the bank somewhere that I couldn't find it. So, long story short, this is where you come in. I want you to get her to give me that key. How you do it is up to you. But if you succeed, it won't be to your disadvantage. Anywhere there's rats and dust. But she spends most of her time in the False Dog in the Undercity. One of those dumps I told you about. Just come back to me once you've found something.
Noble citizens of Ark, lick your lips in untamed desire as the ambrosial smells of our unrivaled fresh and
Hello.
bread caresses your nostrils.
Hello.
Tender friends of the granulous pleasance, melt away in rapture as a crunchy loaf of bread wanders. You there! You look as if you could do with a fine loaf of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread. Well, it is fresh and it is tasty. What are you getting at? Certainly, a pleasure for the young and the old, for the tall and the small. See for yourself.
Oi, you there. Don't look at me like that. Stop ignoring me. You bloody fluttered your eyes at me, woman. You think I haven't noticed, don't you? You say sorry at once, or I'll smack your mouth.
Ambrosial smells of our unrivaled fresh and tasty bread caresses your nostrils.
Oh, that you'd like to know, huh? So you can deduce her, me Bernadette. Don't bloody think I'm stupid. Oh, well, you're lucky I'm having a good day. Next time I won't let you off that easy.
Unrivaled fresh and tasty bread.
A foreigner, huh?
Well, you've chosen a strange time to visit this country.
An outlander. Isn't this nice? An outlander. Isn't this nice?
Hmm?
Hello. Hello.
War on Nerum. War on Kile. Red madness. The fuck is wrong with this world? War on Nerum. War on Kile. Red madness. The fuck is wrong with this world?
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like. Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look. That depends. Some I get from adventurers, some from other merchants, and some I gather myself in old ruins and the like. Or should I say, gathered. Nowadays, you can't even set foot into a deserted house without getting eaten by lost ones. What sad times we're living in.
It's not as if I didn't tell them.
Walk blessed.
Vegetables, bread fresh from the oven. Treat yourself.
A miracle has happened. A miracle that must have been. Due to its sheer